Hello and welcome to Series 3, Episode 3, I think, of Arsenal, a new era slash rebuilding the Invincibles. A little bit out of practice here. It's been a good 6 weeks, maybe more. Yeah, 2 months, a little bit more maybe since I last recorded a video. Yeah, probably was a bit longer actually, yeah, because I've had a load recorded in advance of me stopping the recordings. And that was Foot Manager, all sorts of stuff, the quiz corners, everything really. So yeah, been a bit out of practice with this, so bear with me. But yeah, Season 3, Episode 3, and we're really pushing on this season to try and get for that Invincible season and try and replicate that old famous team as much as we can as possible. And as you can see, at the moment we are sitting quite nicely at the top of the table, 11 games in. Last time out we had Millwall, who do find themselves in the relegation places, although Palace look to be sort of struggling very much so at the bottom there. We've got Aubameyang as our top goal scorer, and today we've got Chelsea, which as you can see is a very key game because they're third with a game in hand, and you know, if we lose here, we're sort of gifting them a route back into the title race, and obviously the Invincible season would go as well. But we're going to cut now to sort of what we've done since, and what I'm probably going to do, because my editing is going to be a bit restricted for time. I can't do it at work, anything like that anymore. I've got a new job, that's why I've sort of taken a bit of a back seat with the recording. Hoping to get a little bit more going now, but I have enjoyed just not having the pressure of getting to recording and stuff, spending more time doing sort of my own things, playing a few Xbox games, chilling in the evenings. I've been so lazy some nights, just falling asleep, getting back in the gym some nights as well. So a lot of things going on. I've just completed Far Cry Primal. I'm sort of a little bit into No Man's Sky as well, and I've just downloaded the new snooker game today, which I'm probably going to crack on at the expense probably of No Man's Sky, and that'll probably be my sort of go-to game for the next while, I hope anyway. I'm waffling on a little bit, yeah, but because my editing is going to be restricted in time of what I can do, I can't do it at work anymore. I'm going to try, and the cuts might be a little bit more obvious in this. A, I'm out of practice with the editing, and B, I'm probably going to stop recordings and piece them together at certain points rather than trying to sort of go through one massive long file, because I just don't have the time, energy, anything like that anymore. I want to, if I'm going to get back into it, I want to make it the editing part of it, as much as I enjoyed doing it as I was. I had the time to do it that way. Now I don't, so I'm going to break here, cut to a new file, and we will get to the schedule, see how we've got on since that normal game. The recording software I'm actually using on the laptop now, I'm using a bit different to a degree what I was using before, so it actually has a nice little pause feature, which I don't think my last one did. I think it was just start-stop, and it made quite large files. This one I think can make smaller ones. It's one I've used on sort of MS-DOS and stuff, and I think started toying with it with Foot Manager towards the end of my recordings. Just a little update as well, the car short and save isn't going to be coming back on the channel, I don't think. I've progressed it. When I stopped recording YouTube, I'm just going back to the intro again now, it's ridiculous. I did just stop playing FM for a while. I started concentrating on other things. My sort of passion for playing FM had kind of gone sort of hand in hand with the recording, and stopping the recording kind of meant I didn't want to play it anymore at the time. I didn't want to invest in the saves that I might come back to in the future. I didn't want to get started into a new one. I toyed with a couple. I tried a Celtic save, I tried a rebuilding Hungary save, got a little bit in like a rebuilding a league and nation sort of save, a little bit similar to what Second Yellow Card has since started doing Polonia, and I'm getting my fix of that through watching his series, which is absolutely awesome. If you haven't check it out now. I suggest it. He's a good way into it now. Started that, and I think there's a Barcelona Beast challenge save as well. Just couldn't get into them in quite the same way. So yeah, I stopped playing Foot Manager, but I have recently started the Carl Shorten save. I say recently, a couple of weeks ago probably, playing bits and pieces here and there. And from where I left the episode previously, I'm a couple of seasons on now. 1 or 2 promotions I think now. I've just finished a season. I've been doing a few little updates on Twitter here and there, so you can catch bits on there. I've got a few more screenshots I've got to post up about that as well. I do want to revisit the Championship Manager stuff as well. I've seen a few people, a few new channels. I've been interacting with 1 or 2 of them as well. One of them was CM9798, not Dave Black CM9798. It was there's another one. I think he's another one anyway. And he actually watched that Euro 96 series episode I did, and he's doing a Euro 96 episode or series on Twitter, I think. And my voice is going very funny. got a bit of a frog in the throat. So yeah, I want to get back into that. It's given me a bit of passion for that. I want to plough through the CMs again. I want to get back on 95, 96, try and go through the game as much as possible, and then do sort of each of them going through doing the same sort of thing. Plus I can do that more at leisure, and you know, I always go back to those games anyway, so just chucking a recording on every now and then, or just recording it with no commentary and just having some music on the background, something like that, with a little few vocal interludes, I think would be good. But yeah, this intro is going to make this video way too long, I think, so probably will be some creative cutting in the episode, unless there's absolutely hundreds and hundreds of highlights, or no highlights at all, who knows. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at, what I'm doing. I've got a few snooker videos coming, hopefully. CM I want to get back into. Cole Shorten probably won't come up. The Arsenal one I'm going to maybe play one more season through. I've got a few experiments I want to try and drop in as well, if I can get time to do the editor, stuff like that. I've got a few things like that. I want to bring the quiz corner back as well. I enjoyed doing that. That was quite a fun thing to do. I still get a few of them come through. I still do some of them, so I'd like to go back to do that. Although maybe they weren't very highly watched videos necessarily, I enjoyed making them. So, and at the end of the day, that's the main thing, isn't it? And if there's a couple of people out there who enjoyed watching them as well, maybe took the quizzes as well and compared, then all good. That's all I can ask for. Somehow I'm still sitting on 95 subs. I've had a few people leave, a few people come back. So yeah, coming back now, and hopefully a few more recordings, get back into a little bit of a swing. Not quite as dramatic as what I was doing before, sort of 5 days a week. Hopefully we can push on to the 100 and hopefully make it more about quality rather than quantity. Although, judging by my rustiness today, that's probably not going to change. But we're here with a schedule now. So the Millwall game, where were we? We were here. 4-2 win away from home. Is that where we got to? Yeah, I think it was. So £19,000, 19,000 to nearly 18,000 attendance, not too bad. We then followed that up with a 2-0 win at home against Man United. Iwobi and Goebbels. I've still got to get reused to this Arsenal team and who we've got, who the other teams have got, stuff like that. I'm doing gestures with my hands here that you can't see. Yeah, this team, I've got to learn it again. There's a few tweaks I want to do to the tactic, I think, as well. I do seem to remember playing this, that although, you know, getting some of these results that were quite good, they were some iffy ones as well coming up. The creation in some of the tactic I think wasn't great, and what I was doing, maybe it wasn't, although we were playing well, getting some results, we weren't the free flowing like the Arsenal Invincibles. We weren't demolishing some teams when we should have been. You know, this for instance, we've, you know, had 17 shots, only 6 on target. The possession, okay, not a mate, doesn't matter too much, but I want to turn us into a bit more of a swashbuckling kind of team. And to quote Ted Redwood in this Pirate series there, Pirate and FM series, I do want to get that kind of introduced, and we might do a few little tweaks here and there. So yeah, with this game we started with an own goal from their goalkeeper, and I know he's their goalkeeper because he was, I think, Dynamo Kiev's goalkeeper in my Shakhtar save last year, I'm fairly sure. Copenhagen, maybe they signed him. Did they sign him? I'm fairly sure he was at Shakhtar on my save, but Dynamo Kiev, sorry. Aubameyang got a second one just after half an hour, and Iwobi just before half time sealed the deal. Nothing after half time to make much of a difference. We then got a 0-0 away draw against Besiktas in Turkey. On paper, very fair. You know, we should have been winning the game, perhaps. We should be better than them, perhaps. But going to Turkey, you know, even in the virtual world, is never an easy task. We did rotate a little bit. I think there's a few players in there. Yeah, Nketiah came on and things like that. There was a few changes here and there. A few young players came on, a few different players came in. I assume, I can't remember who the first team players are anymore. I'm going to have to learn it again, like I said. But 0-0 draw against Turkey, which wouldn't be so bad. But until you see further down, I do remember that as well. Is the reason why that isn't so good. But we then 2-1 win against West Ham. They got a goal very late on, its own goal, Socrates. Thankfully we don't have Mustafi anymore following the Palace game at the weekend. Is absolutely woeful. Getting slated. Hopefully he's not there next season. He's an absolute calamity waiting to happen. But Mkhitaryan gave us the lead 13 minutes, and Aramzi 89 minutes right after their own goal gave us the win. A draw, I mean, it would have been a fair result-ish really, but again, like we say, we should be winning these games, and thankfully we did. One we didn't win, and I think they were a team that gave us a bit of trouble in the second season. I think we lost to them in the first game, which destroyed that invincible season for that year. But they got Gabigol, and he equalised, I think. No, we went 2-0 up. Gomez on 14 minutes and Aubameyang on 29 before Gabigol on 38 minutes just before half time, and then 90th minute from Nathan Redmond. I don't remember all these games. Some of them, as I'm reading them, they ring a bell. This one doesn't too much. I remember going into the game thinking it's going to be, we've got to put this right after last year. It could be a bit of banana skin, but thankfully we got the draw still. Even though it was at home, we should have probably been winning that game. But this was the kick in the teeth. Away draw against Club Brugge again. Rotated team. I can gather. I think we've got a little bit of a cup team, or certainly some players I think in there. Again, very even. This is what I'm saying. We're not dominating these teams. And this team is a team with all due respect, we should be going to Bruges and beating them. And funny enough, I'm actually going to Bruges this summer. So if I don't think I'm going to be there long enough to take, I'll be off season. I won't be able to take a game anyway. But if there's like a stadium tour or something like that, that'd be amazing. And it's possibly an idea if give me a save to do next year. Maybe try and do a Club Brugge save on FM20. Hopefully I'll be more established in my job and more of a schedule, and I can get back to doing some FM and things like that. Who knows? But yeah, not a great result. Which brings us to Chelsea today, away from home, Stamford Bridge. Yeah, it's a tough ask. We're going to have a look at the tactics now, I think. So what I was thinking is, we had Vieira bombing forward, which we kind of got with Torreira. We probably need to look at that in the summer and put someone in a bit different. Diawara was kind of brought in to be the Vieira kind of player, but he's kind of, I think he's, do you know what, no, we're going to drop Torreira to be the kind of Gilberto player, and we're going to make him a deep line playmaker on defend. What was he before? Oh, do you know what? It's been so long, I can't even remember how you undo. How do you undo? I don't even remember. Fantastic. Undo. I'm probably staring at it right now somewhere, and is it up in here? All those tactics that are loaded. Oh, loads of different things I was trying with Cole Shorten through different stages of match engine changes and whatnot. Things I was messing around with, and Yoga Benito was one of them. That was never going to work in Vanarama National. I mean, I say never. We don't have the players, even if it is possible, which it obviously is. And yeah, so Diawara is going to move into the box-to-box kind of role. Torreira's in the Vieira kind of role, as he should be. Torreira to the right-hand side, and Gilberto Silva as a deep line playmaker. Someone gets ticking, creating some balls for these guys to be dropping off. Gomez is going to drop deep. I've been doing some reading actually lately. We actually already had him as a drop deep line forward, but doing some reading, I think it was Cleon mentioned like he switched one of his strikers to a deep line forward, and it was causing all sorts of wonders for him. So hopefully that will happen for us. We are going to have to pop Mkhitaryan out. He is injured. Who do we have on the right? I think Arobi tends to play on our left, didn't he? Andy Bailey. He's a striker more than anything, really. Don't want to risk him in such a big game, really, either. So we are going to go Iwobi. So obviously we drop them out. So we need another attacking midfielder in the team, sort of winger. Nketiah can kind of play there. Gives us another striking option as well. So obviously I normally do the lineups. I'm completely off kilter, but we'll cut to the game now. We'll cut straight to kick off. I won't show the lineups in the other team. Actually, no, we will, because we have to see what Chelsea are doing. So I'm going to pause with my magical recording software. So here we are, the lineups. They've got Morata up front with Willian and Hazard, so not too much different there. Obviously Morata's at Atletico Madrid at the moment on loan. I think it's on loan. Kante in the middle with Frankie de Jong from Ajax, obviously having a very good season at the moment. Bakayoko's back off his AC Milan loan. Alonso's at the left back. Christensen, Rudiger, who I just watched the Burnley game actually with Chelsea just before this. He kicked off a bit at the end, didn't he? Didn't like it. And Zuma playing right back, strange. And Kepa in goal. Who have they got anyone interested on the bench? Is that Joe Lewis, I think? Emerson, Jorginho, Origi, okay, Pasalic, Zappacosta and Hudson-Odoi, okay. Aubameyang has scored 12 goals in 11 games so far, so hopefully he can keep that up. Gomez is there. I thought I saw we had another. Did we have another M Gomez in the team? I saw one on the bench. I thought I saw one who I hadn't picked in the team. Strange. We got Goebbels as well, a player I liked from FM. don't know, 17 I think I want to say. 18 perhaps, I'm not too sure. We're going to send the assistant for that. Got a decent assistant, unlike Cole Shorten at the moment. He does alright for the level, I guess, but he's getting me in a bit of trouble lately. But yeah, we're going to wait to the next highlight. So the first highlight is a corner to Chelsea and Morata. It's a save, I think, by who's our goalie? Is it Leno still? I thought it is still Leno. Bakayoko and Leno gathers again. Straight after this, I think I'm gonna be playing. I think trying to finish off the Fight Night Round 3 series. I got to the final boss or the final fight, whatever you want to call it, and never got around to recording it in time. I think I'm gonna then have a good stop there. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna crack on with some snooker. I think it's not gonna leave me much time. It's 10:30 now. Did want to have a bit of an early night. It's Easter Monday. It's Christensen scores from a corner. It's Monday night. I'm recording. It's Easter Monday. Wife's away with the kid. Gone to visit some family and stuff, and I'm had to be left here to do some chores around the house, whatnot. Good header, good finish. Yeah. So I wanted a bit of an early night. Back to work tomorrow, but wanted to get some stuff done. This recording wise, it was a perfect opportunity to get myself back in and cut my teeth again. Iwobi makes the cross and just doesn't react to the tackle of it as Morata goes through. Oh, we scrape away another one. We do finally have another little bit of a highlight here. Gomez finds Bellerin. Back to Gomez, good whip. Torreira, can he find someone here? Diawara. Back out to Bellerin. He needs to find a good ball. Again, it's just hitting the defender and we're getting countered from it. We're not reacting to that. Oh my god, look at the space. Willian puts it 2-0 up. A long way for us to keep our invincible run going here. I mean, I think we're probably going to have to scrap the invincible season and look more at the Champions League, I think. Leno with a goal kick, finds Holding. What can he do? Can he find someone? Gomez probably isn't going to win that, but it drops back to Torreira. Jadon Sancho, another great signing we made this year. As Iwobi finds some space on the right hand side, drops inside to Gomez. Finds Kazara wide left. Can he find a ball? He does. Alex Iwobi, far post, grabs the goal, 2-1. And to be fair, looking at our chances, we had 4 shots, 1 on target. We don't really deserve to be back in this game. That might be the second shot on goal. The stats might not have updated just in time, but it's a good little poked finish. No, it was the one shot. It looks like we're going to go into half time. I've just noticed we're on attacking. I probably should have gone a bit more balanced, at most positive, possibly even cautious for this game perhaps. Just try and not lose it, really, is the part of it. But I mean, you know, the Invincibles team, to be fair, there was a lot of draws. There was a lot of draws. I was going to say we weren't about losing and drawing, we were about winning, but that year there was a lot of draws. Especially towards the end, I seem to remember. And Torreira has a chance to whip a ball in here, and Kepa gathers it well. We're going to ask them to get creative. If we can just not concede anymore, that would be the main thing. Keeper? What is the keeper doing? It was there for him to take. And he just stood on his line. Morata just runs in and... Oh, if I had access to second yellow cards, what the fuck was that? What has he done? He's put his hands down to it. If I had access to second yellow cards segment, I'd be rolling it right now. And it's another Chelsea highlight here. Morata. I mean, we're going to get thumped at this rate. The team that are top of the table are going to get thumped by the team that are pretty much going to get the top of the table soon. I mean, 72 minutes, got some changes to make here really. Gomez is going to come off for Goebbels. Who else is having a stinker? I'm going to put Diawara in for Torreira. Torreira's coming out. I'm going to put Ramsey in. Diawara's got a good game himself really. Elneny's going to come in for Diawara, I think. Yeah. The only player that's really got any kind of decent rating is Iwobi, and that's because he scored a goal out of nothing. We have a throw in our own half. Kazawa finds Sancho. We need something from you, mate. Your big money transfer. Aubameyang. Can he find the ball into Goebbels? Oh, he should be finishing that. It's his first touch of the game, really. Kepa with the goal kick. It's going to take something for us to nick this back. Ramsey. I mean, already since these changes we look a bit better, but we're still getting mugged and not even reacting to it. Oh my god. We have made Morata look like, I don't know, like Luis Suarez or Messi or Ronaldo or someone. We just made him look like a world-class striker. I mean, is it even going to let us get the consolation here? Oh, it does. 5 minutes ago, we got back to 4-2. Aubameyang. Oh, what a welcome back this is. Welcome back to recording. 4-2 thumping. Welcome back. Good finish from Aubameyang. He keeps his record up. So I mean, we're going to go all out here, I guess. We're going to tell him to push forward. With a minute to go, it's probably going to mean we're going to have to see 2 now, but rather than score, we won't see the attacking benefits. We'll see the defensive frailties become more apparent probably. Leno gathers the ball. Can we make it 4-3? Can we make it respectable? Doesn't look like it. Looks like time's going to run. We've got a little bit of time. Goebbels, what can you do? Can you open your legs up? 4-3. 2 minutes to go. Okay. Okay. This could be interesting. Push forward, push forward. I haven't made any sort of shape changes, which I maybe should have done. Oh, don't concede another though. Please don't concede another. Don't make... Oh, Iwobi, what's that header? Can we nick it? Can we nick the ball and just get a bit of a counter going? That's going to be it, isn't it? I think that's going to be it. It is it. So, first game back. The Invincible season is done for another year. I don't think this series is going to continue beyond another season. I think that's going to be it. Same think a lot. Something I'm not really doing. But, not great, but we got it back to 4-3 and made it respectable, inverted commas. Yeah, I mean, we was going to... I think in the last video I did mention possibly coming back for a second episode. Sorry, a second game in this episode, which I think is Man City. But if we look at the schedule, there's a cup game in there, and I'm not really fussed about showing that. So it's Southampton in the League Cup, then we got Man City. I won't come back for that. I think we're probably going to be looking at coming back for maybe the North London derby, and I'll maybe tag in the Champions League game in there with it, possibly the Krasnodar game, which I think will be the final group game. No, Besiktas is in there. Okay, yeah, probably the North London derby. It makes a bit more sense. It's a big game. Man City's obviously big. How are they doing right now? They are third. Tottenham are fifth. There's going to be a few more changes in the league there because we've played an extra game somehow. West Ham have played 2 less. Everton have played quite a few less. I'm not sure what's going on with the schedule. I mean, we've just played them early kick-off on the Saturday, but yeah, not too sure what's going on. But Aubameyang is smashing the scoring charts. Lacazette's up there as well. Aubameyang smashing it. If we could just, I don't know, not lose 4-3, I guess. So yeah, we're going to come back for the Tottenham game, North London derby. If you enjoyed today's episode, please do drop a like down below. If you're new around here, please drop a sub. I'm making a concerted effort, like I say, to get the channel back up and running and getting some videos out. Sort of varied things. I don't want to do 5 Foot Manager videos a week. I want to try and get some different stuff out here and there, and it won't be necessarily every Monday it'll be Foot Manager. It's going to be as and when I can record, as and when I feel like I'm able to record and not too tired. You know, if I want to spend time with my daughter, I want to go and play snooker with my friends, or go to the gym and play snooker with my friends again as well. Something else that's snuck in, and different things, and there's a few more work things going on and stuff like that, a few events and stuff and training things. You know, I can't stick to a rigid schedule, so, you know, subscribe, you'll see what I mean. Get me to that 100 as well, that would be absolutely fantastic. It's something I wanted to do before I stopped, and hopefully now, having kept some numbers there, hopefully I can progress again and get it back up. But yeah, so until next time for that Tottenham game, unless I have to not be able to play it enough in the meantime to get through to that Tottenham game and have to go somewhere else beforehand, then yeah, maybe not, but we'll see. Well, whatever it is, I'll see you then. So until next time, I'll see you later. Take care.